Right, so the next principle is focus on the bizarre. Focus on the bizarre when you're telling stories about those who are not present. Why do you think we'd want to do that? Unmute and, well, raise your hand and give me your thoughts. Yeah, Ruby, please.
Is it because it's memorable?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you just tell a story about an ordinary day, and what's funny about that? It's an ordinary day. Nothing went skewed. Nothing went not to plan it. Everything flowed the way it was meant to. But by focusing on those bizarre moments, they stand out. They're more memorable. And these aren't just in business. They're in your personal life as well. I remember when I was standing standing at the start line of my first ever marathon. I was doing the Loch Ness Marathon about a couple of years ago. And I was standing at the start line. It was a terrible day, classic Scotland, etc., etc. But I actually wasn't afraid of the 26.2 miles ahead of me. I was more concerned about the guy standing beside me. You see, this guy was putting something all over his body, like massaging and caressing himself deeply. It was very bizarre. I just couldn't help but stare at him. And of course, he noticed me doing this and looked back. And then he looked straight into my soul and said, "Big man, have you Vaselined your nipples?" And I was like, "No, have you?" And he was like, "I've Vaselined everywhere, pal." And then the race gun goes off and he fires off, slipping and sliding past all the other runners. But that's funny, and I can see a lot of people laughing. It's funny because it's odd, because it's bizarre. You don't usually get people saying to you that they cover themselves in Vaseline, so that moment in itself stands out. And you've got moments like that as well with your work.